Right, but he wants to speak to her personally.
Go outside, come on.
And to see him. This is
well,
what
they'll have to look at him through the window.
Hiya, good morning, Julie. Could you, if I give you my address, could you tell me if there's any warrants outstanding, please?
What name is it?
It's for Carly.
Carly with a C?
Yes.
C-A-R-L-Y?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
No, nothing.
No warrants outstanding?
No.
Thank you very much, Julie.
Right from the beginning, the engineer attempts to take control of the situation by claiming he has not given permission to be recorded, as though that automatically prevents filming. However, that assertion doesn't stand on legal grounds. Under Article 10 of the European Convention on Human Rights, and supported by case law, such as would be Commissioner of Police of the Metropolis, there is no reasonable expectation of privacy in a public place, meaning individuals performing professional duties in public can be filmed without needing their consent. In this case, the engineer is trying to enforce a restriction that does not actually exist in law, rather than relying on any legitimate legal right.
Bye.
When you're for our protection and your protection. I am filming for my protection.
Oh yeah.
And you are?
Unfortunately though,
That's
I don't
right.
give you my permission to film me.
I can film you.
Yeah, but I don't give you my permission.
Well, I can in a public place, sir. What's your name?
I'm not arguing.
I'm not.
I don't give you permission to spread it onto social media then, okay?
It's not going on social media.
Right, so you're the...
Well,
Are you the customer?
No.
So you're not going to let me speak to the customer?
No, I'm acting as agent for that customer because they're vulnerable, and I've had full authority to deal with that today, so you need to deal with me.
In order for me to deal with the vulnerability side of it,
that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for.
She's given.
Do you give me full authority?
I do.
Thank you. There you go.
If I can speak to her...
Sorry.
Then...
Because the way she is with her and her partner... I mean, have you done a risk assessment? Do you know the vulnerabilities before you went for the warrant?
Well,
can I see the warrant?
We have done a visit, yeah.
Can I see, well, do you know what the vulnerabilities are?
Well, no, because there were nobody in.
But do you know? Yeah, but you should do a risk assessment.
The risk assessment's visual, isn't it?
No, it's before. Even if you got a locksmith here.
It's done visual. Anyway, I'm not here to...
Right, could I see the warrant?
Discuss this and sort the problem out.
Well, that's what I'm here for, to seek remedy. I have permission. Could I see the warrant, please? I'm not going to snatch it off you.
There you go.
Thank you. I'm not going to snatch it. Can I just have a look, please?
Well, you are looking.
Thank you.
This shows a major failure in procedure. The engineer admits no proper risk assessment was done regarding the homeowner's health. Under OVM Standard License Condition 27, a prepayment meter must not be installed if it could be unsafe or impractical, especially in cases involving mental health issues or disability. If it causes unfair harm to a vulnerable person, it may be unlawful. Instead of treating it as a legal safety requirement, the engineer is treating the check like a simple formality.
Right, could you tell me who the Justice of the Peace is that signed that, and the date that was signed, and the eligible of the...
tells you the date there.
No, the name of the Justice of the Peace that signed that.
Well, it's whatever that name is there.
Who is? Not God, this is... Which is who?
Well, that name there.
Which is who?
Well, that name
I don't know who that is.
Well, I don't either.
Well, you went to court.
You need to go to apply to the Leeds Magistrates Court where it was signed. I'm not the person who went to court.
On the letter, you're going under Section 2 of the Warrants of Entry.
Right. If you want to know who that is, then are we here to deal with the problem?
Yes.
Or are we here to discuss court matters?
We're here to deal with the problem.
Let's deal with the problem.
Right, and that's what I'm here for.
Right. So
can I talk to you?
Yes.
Civilly?
Yeah, but isn't that what we're doing? Or trying to?
Please.
But you're going on about courts.
Yes, because I want to see the warrant. I want to see. I've asked for the warrant.
I've shown you it.
Well, there's still some discrepancies. Right.
So let's deal with the issue.
Right.
Instead of discrepancies and...
The issue is vulnerability.
Okay, so what's
the issue is that the lady has mental issues. The gentleman is in a wheelchair.
Okay.
She's on medication. She's got back problems.
Right. Okay.
They haven't got money to rub together.
So first of all, I need to obviously visually see this. I appreciate what you're saying. And it's not that I don't believe you, but the company does need to see that as a visual thing. I can't just turn around to them and say, oh, well, this gentleman here who stood at the gate says that this is the problem, and they go, oh, okay.
Well, I'm telling you it is a problem, because that's why I'm here, because she can't deal with it. She cannot deal with the situation.
Well,
She's
I need
given
to
me
get a
full.
reading anyway.
She's given me full authority. You're not gaining access to the property, sir.
I need to get a reading.
You're not gaining access to the property.
But how am I supposed to resolve it?
I'm going to ask you.
It then.
I am trying to
I
resolve
can't
it with
resolve it.
You're going under
I
the.
cannot
Listen to
resolve
what I'm.
it without
You're
seeing
going
this
under the warrants of
information and
entry.
speaking to her.
You're going under the warrants of entry, section 2, and that's health and safety.
Right.
The engineer is holding up a document, but that doesn't automatically mean he has the right to enter. He refers to the rights of entry, gas and electricity boards, Act 1954, yet Section 2 makes it clear that a warrant can only be issued if a justice of the peace is satisfied that access is genuinely necessary. In situations where there is no emergency, such as a gas leak, which is the case here, a warrant should not be used simply as a tool for debt enforcement, especially against a vulnerable individual. In this context, it becomes a measure of last resort, not a routine step. The auditor is therefore justified in insisting on full details, as simply following paperwork without proper scrutiny is not acceptable.
You show me in the Electricity Act
Again,
where.
I'm not here to discuss.
You're the gas agent.
I'm here to discuss about.
But you're the gas agent. You've applied for the
I
warrant.
can't help the customer when you're doing this.
You've applied for the warrant.
But I can't help the customer. Forget the warrant.
No, the
Let's
warrant
help
is
the
the warrant
customer.
is important. It's
Let's help-
fundamental to
No,
to
let's
this.
help the customer.
Well, I'm trying
It
to,
isn't
but you're not
fundamental.
engaging. Show
I'm
me.
sorry.
You're not.
I'm sorry, am I not? I am engaging. I'm telling you what I need to do.
Right, and
in
I'm
order
telling
to do
you
that.
on the letter that
And you're
you
saying that
put.
you won't let me in.
The letter.
need to see
Listen
the
to what I'm
customer and the
saying.
circumstances.
The letter that you sent. You're going under the warrants of entry, section 2. That is
Forget
for
the
health.
warrant.
No, it's not.
Forget the warrant. Let's
We're
help
not
the
forgetting the
customer.
warrant.
Let's help the customer.
Okay, well,
you
I'm here then
guys-
to offer
all
remedy.
you guys want to do is to put British Gas down by going on about warrants and this and this and this. Let's help
How
the
am I
customer.
putting British Gas out?
Let's help the customer.
Right.
I'm here to help the customer.
Right, I'm telling you she's vulnerable and they can't
Right.
afford it.
Well,
now,
then I'm saying to
and they
you-
do not consent to prepayment meters. End
Right,
of.
That's fine. That's
These
fine,
need
okay.
to apply
I've got
for
other
a-
thing, we've got
Right,
other
these
arrangements
need
that
to,
we can set up.
these need to
I need
apply
to-
for a grant.
Right. Well,
They haven't got the money.
I need to get a reading. I need to confirm that this is, that the customer is vulnerable. You saying so, I'm afraid, is not good enough.
Well, we'll have to wait then.
Wait for what?
We'll wait till the police come then.
Well, why are the police going to
Because then
Why do I have to involve the police?
because then I can have the police here before they go into the property
So ring the police then.
to protect
Are you
us
gonna ring
and
them
to
then?
protect you.
Are you going to ring the
Well, I
police?
thought that would be you to ring the
Well, I
police.
don't need to ring the police. All I need to do is just get. All I need to do is to see that this is the case, and then it's a quick phone call to the office. The office, we have a customer care team. Okay,
I know
who
you
deal
do.
with vulnerability. They will take the call over the call, speak to the customer,
Yeah.
and sort something else out with
Yeah.
them. If nothing can be sorted out, then we just walk away.
It can be sorted out, but
why,
they cannot.
Why do I need to get the police? It's a 5-10 minute job,
What
and
gets?
you're making it all difficult for
No,
me
I'm
to
not
do
making
my
it all
job.
difficult for
You
you.
are.
I'm not.
But you won't let me go and see it.
You've sent a
I'm
letter.
not going to do anything with the meter.
British Gas have sent a letter to this lady,
I'm not
and
gonna
this is
do anything with the
fundamental to the
meter.
case. And you said you're going under the rights, the power of entry under Section 2 to fit a prepayment meter.
I'm not going to fit a meter.
Well, that's on that letter.
If the customer is vulnerable,
The customer is vulnerable.
well then let me deal with it. Let me do my job.
I'm engineer. I'm only one that can deal with any facility.
Well, I'm just saying they don't. I'm polite. I'm not being. That's why I'm recording for our protection.
That's what I mean.
I'm not
Right,
even qualified
and
to
they do not
anything with a
consent.
meter.
They do not consent to pre-made meters.
I am not able to touch that meter anyway. I can read it, I can touch it, but I can't turn it off.
It's only me that can
I'm
do
not
that.
qualified
I'll wait
to
here
do
afterwards.
I'm not qualified
We'll
to
see
do
me a
that.
van if you want.
Well, you
He
just.
saw me, he got out of the van.
Well, what's your name
My
anyway?
name-
The auditor states clearly they do not consent under the
The auditor makes it clear that consent is not being given. Under the Electricity Act 1989 and the Gas Act 1986, particularly Schedule 2B, a prepayment meter can only be installed if the customer agrees or if a valid warrant is in place. In this situation, there is no consent, and the warrant itself is being challenged due to the tenant's vulnerability. As a result, proceeding with the installation could amount to trespass on the property. The engineer is therefore operating in a highly sensitive legal position where strict compliance with proper authority is essential.
Simon Bates, yeah?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Simon Bates.
What, that's you?
No, that's you. We have crossed before in the past, before Christmas.
I don't think we have.
I think we did.
No, I don't think
We have, on another property.
What property is that?
On a property that you tried to get in and force entry.
What property
on a warrant.
What property is that?
That's property on the other side of Leeds from where we are today.
Are you Kevin?
I'm Kevin.
Oh, right. No, it's not Bates anyway.
Right, it's Simon.
Yeah, it is Simon, yeah. But as I say, I'm here to help. I don't want to...
All right,
you know,
I respect you for that, and that's what I'm here for.
I can ring this department up and they'll speak to
right.
you. But you know what I mean? I can't do it for
Will you just stay there then?
Yeah, and
Thank
you
you.
go find out if that's all right, yeah?
With regard to the warrant, it's not an issue. He doesn't want to talk about the warrant. But 5 minutes, and he's coming out, and she's coming out.
What name of it? Because I've got Carly Mills.
That's correct.
Yeah, so we need to. It's Carly. I really need to speak to the office with.
Yeah, that's fine. Because there's grants out there.
Yeah,
that utility companies do.
Trust grant, isn't there?
Yeah, and that's what we're trying to do.
Right.
And she's got anxiety, and her problem is
She applied for it.
she's got the application form,
Right.
but her problem is she's got anxiety, and she doesn't even open the letters. That's how panicky she gets, and I'm not making it up. It's fact, and that's why I'm here.
Right. Okay.
And she's appointed me as her agent, if you like, to deal with the matter.
Right. It's not.
But it's not about bringing British Gas down.
Well,
You know these forced entries.
I've watched these DVDs that you all, or videos that you all put on YouTube and that, and it is because all you do is you just. I'm trying to think of the right word to say because you just seem to put British Gas down as being.
It's not British Gas. It's
heavy or whoever it is, being so too gung ho and all this.
No, it's not gun ho. It's all utility companies are the same. Do you know there was 500,000 forced prepayment meters?
I'm not here to get into it.
No, but
I'm not here to get into it.
it's fact, and this is what we do.
I'm not here to get into it. I'm just here to say that you just ridicule British Gas or whoever it is. I mean, I've only watched the British Gas ones.
That's your opinion.
There's never ever really any other side to it, is there? It's just all you know. Anyway.
But I'm here to seek remedy. Yes. Excuse me. Yes. Yes. Hello. What's that?
Medical evidence.
Right, but he wants to speak to her personally.
Go outside. Come on.
And to see him. This is what
They'll have to look at him through the window. You can't move.
Right. There's all the medical evidence.
Right, so I mean.
And if you want to see him, you can look through the window.
No, but I need to put them onto the phone.
That's fine.
When I ring the office up.
That's fine. But it's there for a realistic remedy that they can afford.
Right.
Nothing that is a ridiculous price.
I don't know. It's what it's for between them and the.
Well, they have a duty of care.
It's between them and the customer care team. It's not to do with me. It's taken out of my hands. You see. So. But I'll.
But because they're a British Gas customer, they have a duty of care to deal with it, and they are vulnerable. I mean, they haven't got 2 pennies to rub together.
Right. Well, as I say, it's taken out of my hands.
And on minimum guidelines, it's 370, and they can't even afford that.
Sorry, what did you say your name was? Yeah, it's just I'm with a customer who's vulnerable here. They deal with a wheelchair-bound relative in the property and things. So it's 85002. All right, it's Simon. Simon. 85002 513 15 11579. Yeah, I've got Carl in there with 9 calls. Yeah. No, 31579. Carly Miller. It's 9 Cornwall Close and it's LS26 Right, Carly is, suffers from anxiety.
Back problems, mental
back
problems.
And she was also a gentleman in the property who is wheelchair bound. And obviously dealing with a prepayment meter is going to be quite difficult for her. So I'm just wondering if you can have a word with Carly and see if we can sort something else out for her, please. Yeah, but Carly also suffers from anxiety, so she's really struggling, and I mean I can see that she's she's well, not being into the property yet, but she's buzzing about the house. Obviously very worried about things and stuff. It's just I'm with a gentleman here who's called Kevin, who's
Has he got a lobby unit?
sorry Kevin, I didn't ask where you're from. Where are you from?
I'm from Nottingham. I've travelled all the way from Nottingham.
Right, so he's from, I believe he's one of these beat the bailiff guys.
I'm not.
And he's obviously not letting me into the property and explaining. He's got all the medical records for the customers here, the tenants of the property. Sorry? Kevin's from Nottingham. Nottingham. He's acting on behalf of the customer. And the customer's given him consent. Yeah.
There's somebody else in the property that can help her on the phone as well.
All right, okay.
So if you want to pass,
is that someone who's with you, or is that just?
Yeah, that's someone, but they can deal with the issue.
Is that someone with you, or is it just a friend of the customer?
That's a friend,
oh.
But they can deal with it, and they can go over the phone and talk with it and sort her out that way.
I'm not sure if she's going to do out, to be honest with you. So in which case, I'll just walk away.
Well, if she's not, we're going to be back to the same position again, Simon, aren't we? And it's not fair.
I can't do out, can I? It's out of my hands then.
Well,
if I'm ringing somebody up,
it's a duty of care that they have to do.
They're not prepared to.
See, how do I know if you're not going to come back?
Well, I'm not going to come back today.
Well, whenever, because if you do, you've still got to give her.
It could just get replanned. That's the problem.
We have a duty of care to do this, to sort this out.
This isn't a matter of sympathy. It's a legal restriction. Under Section 149 of the Equality Act 2010, any organization carrying out public functions, including utility companies using statutory authority, is required to actively consider equality impacts and promote fair access. That includes making reasonable adjustments for customers with disabilities, installing a prepayment meter for someone who cannot reasonably manage it due to conditions such as severe anxiety or mobility issues, including wheelchair use, may breach that legal duty. In the discussion, it's also acknowledged how difficult access to the property has become, with repeated attempts being made to obtain a meter reading and suggestions